Hey, what's up? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all my friends, all my family, everybody out there. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. I know it's been a minute. It's been a little bit of a minute. Um, we've been doing things, making things happen. A lot of good, positive stuff is happening. New equipment, stuff like that with the channel and my home base here. So um, I know I haven't been around, and I know you guys haven't seen me, but I am still in effect. Trust that. I'm never going to give this up. Today's a great show, man. I mean, we're going to talk about an issue that kind of plagues, everybody in different scenarios, in different ways. And you saw the title. The title was self-explanatory, but I want to get more into more depth of some of the things that we deal with when it comes down to all right, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, we want to really break it down and kind of like talk about this issue. um, you kind of, somebody's cute, you like them or whatever, and you know they crazy as hell, but you still want to try because you like them, you have a great heart. A lot of people in this world have good hearts. And then, you have the other side, which is kind of cold blooded. You know, I believe that if you have that continuous cold blooded in your heart, then that's going to be your demise. That's just my feelings. That will be a demise. But it's good to be nice and accept people for who they are. Um, a lot of times we get into relationships and the person is crazy as hell, and you know it. But you say, damn, yo, they're cute. They look good. You know, I know I can help them. I know I can turn them around. I know I can make them change and be a better girl, for the females, for a better man, you know, and you kind of put your whole heart into it. And a lot of times we get disappointed when those kind of things happen, because the other person is not really receptive because of their past trauma, the stuff they've been through in their past. And we continuously keep trying and trying, and eventually your heart gets broken, because you're trying for a person that probably has some real serious trauma. And a lot of times we hurt ourselves, man. We hurt ourselves. Listen, you know what? I have a psych to go, man. They can explain it to you a lot better, right? So then we can come back and then I can break it down a little bit more. Take a minute, take a moment. This is Like It Really Is with Maurice. Listen, like, subscribe, hit that button, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate everybody that is subscribed to my channel, man. I got nothing but love for y'all. This is Like It Really Is. This is like a real channel. I break things down. I try to figure this out, because in this world we live in today, we have to figure things out, and we need each other sometimes to figure things out. You can't go into life and think that you could do it by yourself, because it doesn't always work out like that. It doesn't always, the end result is not always good. So let's take a moment and take a look at Psych to Go, man, because they're going to break it down about this whole situation of, um, you know, being with somebody you know they're not well, but you still put your heart into it. I'll be right back.
Once upon a time, in a small picturesque town, there lived a young woman named Emma. Emma was a kind, compassionate soul with a heart that overflowed with love and empathy for others. She had a special gift, the ability to see the beauty within people, even when others couldn't. Emma firmly believed that love had the power to heal wounds and change hearts, so she approached every relationship with this unwavering optimism. One day, as she strolled through the town's park, she noticed a mysterious man sitting alone on a bench, seemingly lost in thought. His name was Jack, and he had a reputation for being distant and unapproachable. Curiosity and compassion drew Emma towards him. She couldn't resist the urge to strike up a conversation, even if it seemed like a daunting task. As the days went by, Emma continued to engage Jack in conversation. She listened intently to his stories, sharing her own in return, hoping he would open up too. It became clear that Jack had experienced a lot of pain in his past, leading to his guarded demeanor. But Emma was determined to break through those walls, convinced that if she loved him hard enough, she could change him. Their friendship blossomed slowly, and Emma found herself falling for Jack. She saw the good in him, the potential for greatness, and she wanted to be the catalyst for his transformation. As they spent more time together, she poured her heart into showering him with love and affection, believing that it would be enough to change his outlook on life. But as time passed, Emma started to notice that Jack's demeanor remained largely unchanged. He was grateful for her presence in his life and valued their friendship, but his past traumas still held him captive. No matter how much love she showered upon him, it couldn't erase the scars of his past. Emma began to feel disheartened, wondering why her love wasn't enough to bring about the transformation she had hoped for. She found herself questioning her belief that love alone could change someone. It was a painful realization, but she knew deep down that she couldn't change someone by loving them harder. One evening, as they sat together under the stars, Emma mustered the courage to speak honestly with Jack. She shared her feelings and her struggle to reconcile her belief in the transformative power of love with the reality before her. Jack listened attentively, touched by Emma's vulnerability. He spoke from his heart, revealing how much her presence meant to him, how her love had given him hope and comfort. But he confessed that the journey to healing was one he had to take himself. No matter how much he cherished Emma, she couldn't bear the burden of fixing him. He knew that change had to come from within. In that moment of vulnerability and understanding, Emma realized that her love wasn't in vain. She might not have changed Jack directly, but her love had offered him the support and encouragement he needed to begin his journey towards healing. She had shown him that he was worthy of love, even with his flaws and struggles. Though it was difficult, Emma chose to accept that she couldn't change Jack by loving him harder. Instead, she resolved to continue being his friend, offering her unwavering support and respecting his journey. She understood that true love meant accepting people as they are and allowing them the space to grow at their own pace. Their friendship deepened, and over time, Jack did begin to heal. He took steps to confront his past, seeking professional help and engaging in self-reflection. As he grew stronger, Emma continued to be his rock, supporting him without trying to force change upon him. In the end, Emma's belief in the power of love remained intact, but she had learned an essential truth. Love couldn't change someone directly, but it could inspire and support them on their path to transformation. The journey of love and growth wasn't always smooth, but it was a beautiful, heartfelt story of two souls finding strength in each other's presence.
For a cuddly companion that brings positivity and mental wellness to your daily life? Get your very own Sai. The lovable plushie is here to brighten your days. It embodies the spirit of Psych2Go, and it serves as a reminder to prioritize your mental well being. Its green leaf symbolizes growth, renewal, and the importance of self care, whether it's for yourself or as a thoughtful gift for a loved one. Sai is ready to be your snuggly friend through all of life's ups and downs. Buy your Sai plushie today. Link is listed in the description box.
Okay, so I want to thank Psych to Go, man, for giving us that and blessing us with that information. It kind of made things a little bit clear, hopefully for everyone. You know, the point that I'm trying to make, the message I'm trying to relay. Because see, a lot of, like I said, we have to get through things. And the only way we can really do that is if we work together and we communicate together and have a conversation and have a dialogue about this issue. Um, I want to bring something to your attention real quick. This is live. You know what I'm saying? So if I make a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Listen, uh, it's okay. It's okay for me to make a mistake because you know what? Um, this is a live thing, and hey, it is what it is. All right, but let's talk about this change of people. A lot of times we try to change people, and it works sometimes, I guess. No, I don't think it works. To be honest with you, you can't change anybody. Let me talk about this. There are many reasons why um, we may wish to change ourselves or the people that in our lives. For instance, if you've made mistakes, you may regret them and promise yourself that you'll change and do better the next time. Or if you feel like there's something wrong with you, you may have tried to change, but you may not have succeeded. Um, Damaris notes that you may also want to change someone you love, such as a child or a partner. Their words or actions may have hurt you or upset you, and you may desperately want to change them, or you want them to change for your benefit or their own. Sometimes you might find it difficult love to love them unless they change. You may even want to change others in your life, such as your colleagues, teachers, neighbors, or other people you interact with. Their behavior may confuse you or frustrate you, and you may hope that they do change their ways. And this is, like I said, this is something that's documented, and a lot of people know. Like a lot of people say, like, can people change? You probably heard the phrase, "A leopard can't change its spots," which basically means that people are born a certain way and they can't change. But however, research suggests that change may in fact be possible. Um, Let me give you, for instance, in 2016, a study found that people who wanted to change certain aspects of their personality were able to do so, and that they experienced increased well-being if they changed, if the change aligned with their goals. A 2017 review that analyzes the results of 207 studies found that people could change their personalities and experiences improvement in mental health conditions with support of therapy and intervention. That said, it's important to understand that change is not easy. Therefore, it is a possibility, but not guaranteed, especially if someone is not open to change. Sometimes people are not emotionally ready to change when given a choice. A lot of people will choose a bad situation that's familiar over an improvement that's unfamiliar and scary. It's so much easier to be in a situation where you know the rules, even if it's really hard in other ways. Damaris also goes on to say that trying to force someone to change is manipulation. If the person you're trying to change is someone other than yourself, As much as you may want them to change, there is often only so much you can do. For instance, you can offer them encouragement and support, or even be a role model to them and set a positive example. However, you cannot control their actions. And eventually, it is up to them. You know what I mean? It's just the way of the world. You can don't. I mean, a lot of people fall in love with people, and they really get into them, and they don't have the tools in order to deal with the person. See, I mean, the person that you're dealing with, they have to want to change. They have to make the effort. They have to wanting to seek therapy. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people say therapy, man, forget that. But you know what? Therapy is it all depends on you. You the more open that you are, the better it will be for you. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Like you can go to a therapist and you can act like you know it all, or you challenging them, but you really you're messing yourself up. You know what I mean? But um, therapy, um, except there's a certain kind of therapy that you can take. It's called acceptance commitment therapy. It's called ACT. Is a type That's a type of therapy that focuses on first accepting negative behavior, personality traits, or situations. Therefore, it promotes commitment to positive thoughts and behavior patterns to help motivate change. For instance, take a person who is trying to lose weight. If this person is dieting out of self-loathing, they may engage in behavior that are ultimately harmful to physical and mental health. ACT can help them recognize these unhealthy behaviors and promote healthier ones that are suitable and safe. Um, you know what I mean? So, I mean, listen, I know that sometimes your heart goes so deep, and we fall so deep. But you have to understand something. A lot of times when you try to do stuff like that it's a backlash that can happen to you. You can lose your self-esteem trying to help them. You know what I mean? Like you can start doubting yourself because you're not making a change. And it puts you into an emotional thing that, you know, um, you know, there's people out there. There's a saying called Captain Save or Mrs. Save-A-Ho or Captain Save-A-Ho. Um, a lot of people feel like they can go out there and save people. Like, I used to feel like God directs me to people, right? And I'm just gonna be really, really real with you and honest. Like, I feel like my life is not my own, right? And I feel like I have to go and God tells me who I should be with. And sometimes it may not be the right person, but at least when I leave that relationship, there's something that I left there. I'm not the cold-blooded kind of dude, but this world is so crazy that sometimes it could turn this world could turn a good dude bad because of what's going on, what's transpiring in this world. But and like the video said, a lot of times, it can actually affect you and your self-esteem. And so we have to be careful about how we do things, you know what I mean? Because it can be definitely detrimental to our health. Um, if you have any, comments or anything like that, feel free to call in if you want. We got the information down below. If you feel that you got something to speak on, this might you might not guys might not get this until you know um, um, whenever, but you'll get it. Um, I also am getting a lot of messages asking, how's Wendy? How's she doing? Is she doing okay? Wendy's doing fine, and the only thing we can do is pray for her, and and pray that, she she makes it through, you know, the struggle. You got to understand something, right? When you lose your mother, right? And when you lose a relationship, right? That could be very, very detrimental. And like that's two traumatic issues and traumatic situations that can happen, that can break you down, and, some people say, well, that's karma, she deserves it, this is and that. You know, this industry is um, a very ruthless industry. And a lot of times at a young age, like Wendy was, we try to follow our dreams, and as we go into the business, we learn different techniques in order to get a rise in people, and so that's kind of, what was taught. And so that goes on and on and on. You start learning the business, it takes you to another level. But, like I said, let's keep the prayers open, for her, and wish her well. Um, so again, we can't change anybody. We can only change ourselves. Uh, Sometimes it may hurt. Sometimes it may hurt because that person, you really love that person, and you feel like you feel uncomfortable, and it really hurts your heart because that person's not changing. Well, let me just tell you guys today, take that burden off of your heart. Take that burden off of your heart, right? And for every good thing that you do, you will be heavenly rewarded. Heavenly rewarded. Whichever heaven, whichever place you call, or, however whatever you believe in, how you feel you get rewarded for doing good. You know, um, Sometimes people that have gone through something, they've just been broken and they've been treated terribly, and they lost it. There is a vein that is attached to your heart, right? Right. And if that vein gets too much pressure, right? Too much pressure, you can die. That's like, dying of a broken heart, right? People don't say that like there's no such thing. There is. You can die of a broken heart. You can send yourself spiraling into depression or, insanity, because sometimes when you hurt so deeply or you miss so deeply, it causes you to not be able to breathe. And it's like something is taken from you, you know? And for me, I've lost 7 people in 1 year. And that sent me spiraling. You know what I mean? It sent me spiraling because each one of these people were close to me. But not to go too far into that, let me just say that um, I live for them. I live for them. And that's why I'm here today. And like it really is with Maurice. And we are doing it. And we're continuously doing it. For my brother Mark, he's the one who had faith in me and believed in me and said, you know what? You know what? You can do it. And so I continue to do this, not just only for me, but for him. And not only just for him, just for my family, my mother. Bless her heart for all the things that she's done for me. You know, to get to this point in life. Was I a great son? No, I wasn't. Was I the perfect son? No, I wasn't. Was I the son that went to Catholic church and was on the usher board? No, I wasn't. I was defiant. I thought I knew everything. But one thing I did know is I know hip hop was coming, and I wanted to be there, and I wanted to be a part of it. And so there goes the beginning of my story. Anyway, listen, I appreciate everyone for taking the time to uh, look at this video. Please like, share, and all that good stuff. This is Like It Really Is with Maurice, and we are in the building. You know what I mean? Special shout out to all of my YO people. Yonkers, stand up. Um, my Bronx people, stand up. My BK people, stand up. People from overseas, I see you guys. I see you guys overseas. I see you in Jamaica. I see you in Africa. I see all of y'all out there. I see you in England. I see you in London. I do. I see you guys out there in other countries, and I appreciate that. Like and subscribe. This is the real channel. This is that. Well, I'm not saying I'm the best channel. I'm just saying I just try to keep it a buck 50. That's what we talk. That's how we talk in New York. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it a buck 50 because living in New York City, seeing what's going on out here, being, day by day, watching the patterns and lives and the destruction and put it together with all the issues that's going on in our world. You know what I mean? Like it's like we're in a transition. We're definitely in a transition. Give a shout out to my man STM. You know what I'm saying? Studios. You know what I'm saying? You go out there, check out my man. He got the recording studio, and he's doing his thing out there. Okay. That's Juice. My man Juice is out there. Check him out. Yeah, we got some things going on. Yeah, we got word on the streets and all that good stuff. Um, yes, and this one's for Yonkers. I'm gonna play this one for my people out in Yonkers that know this dude. And this is like an intro. I'm gonna change. I had to change this intro. Let me pull it back. Let me wind it back, y'all. Yeah, let me wind it back. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna play this intro. It's kind of a lot of people know this dude. He's from Yonkers, YO. Um, Special shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check out this new intro I got. About some it's a little strong, but we worked it out.
Hello, 911, what's the emergency?
The booth's on fire with birds up in the 3rd degree. On that killing shit, yeah, I'm on the murder spree. They never heard of me, your niggas can't murder me. I see red apples falling. Not on no flip 1090 shit, y'all. Take a flick of dick like quick ballin'. Dick like flick spallin'. Bitches in the bench, get it out in my sprees, of course they spittin'. Chillin' in the building, pictures of children possess no feelings, obsessed with realness. These bitches don't know what real is. It's not that squeal business that one porter got clapped, you feel for.
Yeah, all right. That was that. I just wanted to play that because that was my man. And he's doing it. He's rest in peace to him. Special shout out to his family. Let you know that we didn't forget him. He was a very good rapper, and he was a very good young brother. Definitely special shout out to him. I got a lot of memories in Yonkers, a lot of people, that I've dealt with, along the way, seen a lot of different things. That's why I say, like, don't change the dial because there's a lot more to come. I'm more than just this sitting here talking. I mean, but once I put it together, I'll be able to give it to you. Then you'll be like, wow, okay, now he's doing his thing. Now that's the channel. But that guy right there, his name is Brian. Special shout out to Brian. Okay, definitely love to him. Anyway, listen. This is Like It Really Is. I'm your host. Just want to say peace and love to everybody. Have a blessed evening. And listen, like and subscribe to the channel. Bill Blast. Tell them who we are. Tell them what we do. Tell them how we do things. Until next time, this is Like It Really Is with Maurice, aka Bamboo. Peace and blessings. Hey Barb, love you, love you. Listen, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Don't be lazy. Don't be a hater, man. Subscribe to the channel. Peace and love.
Salute, kid. Always. Always thankful and grateful. Let me stay blessed. You heard? I'm so blessed. So are you. Yeah. I love myself, I love my life, I love my kids, I love my wife, I'm positive, I try to do what's right. I respect darkness, but rather live in light. Yo, I love my fam, I love my mom, I love my community, I love God, I love unity. He died for you and me. I always be thankful and grateful. Wouldn't you be? Sing it, Queen.